This is a 2019 Odyssey that was brought to our shop right before the holidays, towed in. Apparently went to another place, and the car ran apparently before that, and then when it left, it did not run. The customer refuses to tell us who did the work, where it was done. I don't know, but she said it was there for about 4 months. Anyway, so I got the car originally and went out there and the battery was dead, so I started looking at the car and I noticed that the first thing I noticed was when I opened the door was there was a control unit on the passenger side floorboard. This is a power distribution unit. Notice the back, it's busted off. So I'm like, well, that's not good. So I went ahead and looked under the dashboard and other stuff and noticed most of the fuses were modified or broken. And I'll show you, I had to replace all these fuses with the correct ones or amperage. He broke the labels off why he did this, and other fuses, let me see if I can find them, he actually soldered back together. So some of these fuses, here's a good example. He soldered the fuse back together, and he did that several of these. Put unknown relays, we had other fuses, so I had to go through the entire fuse box and put the right fuses in the car. So look in the car further, every time you look at it, you see more things. You notice the tabs on the fuse box have been broken. When I was replacing the fuses and the relays, I did not notice at first, but he actually took out the diodes and broke the tabs off the diodes so he could reverse them. I don't know what he was thinking, but it's like, okay. I put it back in there, hopefully it works, because that's part of the fuse box, is part of the harness, and that's a nightmare to replace and very expensive. So we put a battery in it, did all those things, and the car wouldn't start. So what I found out was the relay, which I'm still waiting for this one part, but this relay is good, but I'm going to replace it anyways because it's scratched, it wasn't grounding. So I manually grounded the power distribution unit, which I think he destroyed by all these fuses. The car ran for a short time and then died. Well, I had no fuel pressure, so I went ahead and pulled the fuel pump out, and here's what I found. Oh boy. Look at this fuel pump. He soldered the wires back together. This guy's been in every part of this car. This is why, you have a job, you have a problem with your car, and then some complete idiot with no concept of how to fix things creates numerous problems. And it's going to cost you an arm and a leg now for something. So I'm still working on this car. I'm going to put the fuel pump in it, and I'm going to put the control unit in it, and I'm going to hope it runs. Hopefully the fans, he didn't do anything inside the fuse box, because like I said, he has been inside here. And if he ruined it, then I can't fix that. And at that point, it's going to be more money. But it's one of those things where it's just scary how bad somebody can screw something up. We all make mistakes. I make mistakes. You make mistakes. This is a mistake. This is complete ignorance of how cars work and how to fix things.